Well, well, well. Guess who's been playing Planet Coaster 2 for the last week? Oh yes, I can't hear you. Me. The answer's me. My name's Moomin Littlesocks and I'm terribly small and occasionally funny. Frontier Developments were lovely enough to give me a key to the brand new theme park water park game in the Planet franchise and I couldn't be more grateful. I've got a whole heap of content planned, starting with a very British water park. Look how janky it is. Anyway, whilst we've got all that to look forward to, today I just wanted to give a little overview of my time playing the game so far, as well as some of the things I love and some of the things I love a bit less. Before we start, subscribe to the channel or I won't continue the video. Oh god, what about the view retention? Okay, I'll carry on, but as long as you subscribe by the end of the video we can be friends. Planet Coaster 2 is really good. The end. No, not the actual end, just full stop. Planet Coaster 2 is really good, full stop. Or period for you Americans. We all had a few concerns along the way, from the deep dives that were more like shallow dips, or the keen-eyed viewers that pulled apart screenshots, analysing everything to the nth degree and finding possible potential issues. But I can safely say, for me personally, I really can't complain. So far anyway. First off, the game looks incredible. The fidelity of the assets is mind-blowing and the lighting is just sensational. I mean, look at that. Frontier, if you worked this hard on upgrading your lighting engine, why aren't you screaming about it? Because you should be. Just in case anyone had any doubt at this point, if you create a closed-off interior space, it will be pitch black. Add a window, it will let light in. I can't tell you how happy this makes me. The game runs beautifully on my NVIDIA RTX A4500, if that means anything to anyone, and so far at least, the autosaves are entirely non-invasive. When I was playing the preview back in September, I felt like a fish out of water, like I was playing a completely new game and I thought I'd have to relearn everything. However, it must have just been the stress of the countdown and the devs watching my every move, because once I got back in the game on my own, it was like second nature. I was back building at speed, using all my usual shortcuts, just remembering that now there's an extra button for scale on the advanced move. They have remapped space to pause for some weird reason, because as I'm sure you know, it used to toggle angle snap, an extremely highly used hotkey, so that got reverted right away. There are definitely some minor bugs when it comes to the advanced move and piece placement, pieces not duplicating on the right angle or retaining colour and scale, but these are all things that will be ironed out soon, I'm sure. One new build feature that I adore is the ability to set increments between pieces, allowing for precise even placement. I've been using this all the time and will continue to do so, no more placing by eye. Moomin's got a measuring tape, baby. One thing a bunch of people have talked about is the menus within menus within menus, and that's definitely still a thing. There are points I have no clue what type of build menu I'm in anymore, and have to hit escape about 6 times to get back to normality. I can't imagine this changing because of the way they've nested everything, but it's not a deal breaker for me, just a bit faffy. As for how the UI looks, I'm about to say something controversial. It doesn't bother me. Yes, it's definitely a lot more console oriented, but not to the point it's a pain to use. I certainly had to relearn the location of a few things like park management, pathing and terrain, etc. But within hours, I was flying through the menus. Speaking of menus, the management. It's so good. I know staff schedules aren't for everyone, but I'm a logistics nerd, and being able to control who works where at what time and covering everyone's breaks is a puzzle I love to solve. Likewise, the power and water is a wonderful additional challenge, but just adds to the realism we absolutely love on the channel. Creating a dedicated backstage with solar panels and underground wells, connecting them to the various distributors around the park, and then ensuring your mechanic keeps them all in great condition. Love it. One small but useful detail is the pricing system. You can either set custom values, or just decide whether the attraction is a bargain, premium, or even allow dynamic pricing, whatever that means. Anyway, that's enough about management. Let's talk pathing. Yes, we're talking about pathing again. It's just good. It's a bit fiddly to start with, and there are a lot of options. There's classic paths, draw mode, the stamp tool, edit mode, and much more. It all worked pretty much as intended, albeit with a few annoyances. Shops seem to drag your path around sometimes and do weird things with curbs. All paths have an annoying little curb on the edge that can't be removed. Please let me remove it, Frontier. And finally, barriers and curbs don't block AI pathfinding anymore. Only bins and benches. I need to guide my AI pathfinding, Frontier. Please let me do it. Anyway, I don't like to be a negative Nancy. Let's talk about something positive. Sound. The music is beautiful as ever and a joy to listen to whilst building, and the general sound design is stunning. Just listen to the change when you take the camera underwater. Somebody had to code that and work with the composers to create an underwater version of each track. Those are the details I love. You'll often hear staff members shouting, shop jingles echoing, and the sounds vary based on whether they're interior or exterior. It's incredible. So basically what I'm saying is, well done sound people. Regular viewers will know I love to wander around parks in first-person view. We used to have to faff with renaming a guest and jumping back in and out whenever we got on a ride. Well, no more. It's now simply one of the camera options. You click and you're down. Not only that, they've added crouch, jump, run. I'm about to parkour all over my parks. Parkour! When you approach a ride, you click the entrance and you're on. Once you're done, it pops you back down at the exit. As someone who frequently tours parks, this is a lifesaver and keeps everything nice and immersive. I could go on and on about all the little things I'm enjoying, but those are the main things I wanted to tell you about. I know, I haven't even talked about rides and coasters, but that's just what I'm like. I'm bloody annoying. If you want more, you'll just have to join me for my park build series, instructing Britain's attempt at a very dated water park that's not really a water park but more of an amusement park with a pool in it. Expect jank, expect cheap and cheerful, but most of all, expect me. Because if I'm not there, well, I guess there's a problem. I'm sure by now you've given in and subscribed, so we can now be friends. Hello friend. And now that you've allegedly subscribed, you can go back and watch one of the 350 Planet Coaster videos I have on the channel. Plenty to binge. Thanks for joining me today and welcome to our journey together through the development, updates and DLCs of Planet Coaster 2. Catch you soon.